Right now, the most common topic of discussion around the world is on coronavirus that emerged from Wuhan, China. It has left everyone with panic and anxiety. Today, we will discuss on the measures of tackling this growing stress in a Buddhist point of view. Tashdile, this is Sakina Bhatt and you're watching In Conversation with Tibettv. Joining with me, I have Dhardo Rinpoche, who is the meditation teacher of Drepung Loseling Meditation and Science Center and the director of Indo-Tibet Buddhist Cultural Institute, Kalimpong. Rinpoche, it's really nice to have you here, Tashdile. Rinpoche, firstly, can you please explain to us about coronavirus global pandemic from the Buddhist point of view?
Yes, Tashdile, and greetings to everybody. So, according to ancient Indian tradition and Buddhism in particular, the process of birth, aging, sickness, and death is considered to be an inevitable reality that we human beings must endure. And in this case of the COVID-19 global pandemic, which first started from Wuhan, China, and gradually spread all over the world, I think it may be seen to be as a cleansing by Mother Nature itself, for it to heal itself and revitalize from all the pollution and human-made calamities that it has suffered from. And from a Buddhist point of view, I think that when such a significant amount of population has been affected by a common misfortune or virus, it may be described as an effect of a collection of karma that has been accumulated by us in the past. And this is certainly not the first time like a pandemic like this has struck this world. If we look back into the history, we may find that during the 14th century, a plague known as Black Death wiped millions in this world. And also from the beginning of the 20th century, we can see that multiple pandemics have struck. And for instance, the 1918 influenza, as well as the not so while ago H1N1 flu, and finally now the COVID-19. But we human beings possessing this superior intellectual capacity and ingenuity of technology, science, and medicine have always managed to face these challenges and overcome them and come out stronger and wiser than before.
Rinpoche, as you mentioned, that there is always a solution when it comes to these kinds of crises, and this time it seems like it's a more challenging because it is affecting the entire world. The death toll and the people who are infected are rising day by day. So do you think that there is going to be a solution for this crisis very soon?
I'm not sure whether, we cannot be sure whether the solution is going to come out soon. But of course, we can take measures to, take precautions while we are in this current situation.
Rinpoche, as you know that these days, wherever we go, whatever we see on social media is all based on this one virus. People seem to be really stressed regarding this matter. Tell us how an individual should manage stress and have a calm mind in this situation.
Well, naturally, given the situation, it is humane and normal for us to feel stressed out and under the pressure during these turbulent times. But at the same time, it is, I think, very important for us to be resilient to the ongoing situation, because if we are able to be resilient, then we are able to generate psychological immunity. And scientific studies have shown that if we are able to maintain psychological immunity, then it has great impacts on maintaining our physical immunity, because these two seem intertwined and interdependent on each other. And I think that, in other words, to say, if we can maintain a peaceful state of mind without stress, then our physical immune system will be stronger. Henceforth, we will be more immune to these diseases, and we'll be able to take these challenges in a better way. And I think it is high time that we participate in healthy activities like, for instance, meditation, for instance, which has so many properties of benefiting and helping our mental state of health, our mental health. And especially since meditation has many properties to reshape our mind. Scientifically speaking, meditation has been proven to change and reset our minds, the way we think, especially given the concept of neuroplasticity. And I think that since human beings are compassionate by nature, it is only seemingly understandable that we have to be more compassionate. And if we are more compassionate, if we practice compassion and love during these times, I think it will benefit us greatly and boost our immune system and henceforth making us less prone to these viruses and so forth. And even before this pandemic struck, in the society, people are always stressed with their daily work or problems at work, at home. So, and the best way to combat that is, I think, self-introspection, because we are all focused outwardly, and meditation makes us, gives us the ability to look into ourselves, to see, get in touch with our true nature, which is compassionate by nature. So if we practice compassion and love and empathy during these times, we will be able to strengthen our psychological immunity, henceforth making us more immune towards these diseases and so forth.
It seems like elderly people and the youth can easily get infected with this one virus. 80% of the death toll is of the old people. However, large number of infected in the US is the youth. What would be your advice on this?
Well, according to the medical professionals, the elderly community have a higher risk of mortality because of their weakened immune system and other physical problems. And it is unfortunate that a lot of youth, a large number of youth have been infected. And I think it is important to implement and maintain social distancing at this moment, because that is the key of not endangering your own life as well as endangering the life of others. And to do that, I think it is very important to implement quarantine and staying at home. Follow the instructions of the World Health Organizations as well as other certified organizations, which is tackling this issue, and especially by implementing the procedures that they have set off, like staying hygiene, washing your hands, and wearing protective attire when you venture out of your homes if you must. So I think it is very important to get updated about these newly information that is being spread out.
Rinpoche, tell us, how can death be handled? What does death mean in Buddhism?
So everyone who has been born has to die one day. And according to Buddhism, death is actually the cessation of the life force of a sentient being. And Buddha himself said that there is no point in lamenting over the death of a sentient being caused by karma, as there is no point in lamenting over a rotten fruit when it falls down from a tree. So whatever arises from cause and conditions is actually dependent on the cause and conditions to exist, so therefore impermanent. So we need to be able to accept death as a reality, as it is. And death is not something that happens instantaneously. Death is a long process and is happening just as we speak. For instance, the cessation of the seed is actually the cause and condition of the fruit, because the seed and the fruit cannot exist simultaneously. So in this, if we are able to think in this way, then we will definitely be able to look at death in a less daunting way and in a more acceptable way. And even after death, life still continues, because in a way, death is just detachment of your consciousness from the mundane body, and the continuum of the consciousness is still there, carrying with it the imprints of our actions through time and space. So the consciousness is a multidimensional phenomena. And that is why, that is how the concept of rebirth and previous lives is established in Buddhism.
Why are prayers so important and effective?
So at this moment, when guns and weapons cannot fight this pandemic, as well as medicine, because at this moment there is no evident cure. So when human beings are helpless, or when everything else seems futile, we turn to prayer. And some people may be doubtful about this, because they may think that what does prayer help in these turbulent times? But if we think of it in a scientific way too, prayers play a very important part, because by praying for something, we are actually hoping for something. And hope is always connected to something positive. And by praying, we are actually promoting hope and positivity within ourselves. So that is why I think that if we pray at this moment, it will really boost our psychological immunity, and this automatically will help our physical health. And I strongly urge to the believers at this moment to recite the 10-syllable Green Tara mantra, as well as the Parnashavari mantra, the goddess, the emanation of goddess Tara, who is significantly powerful against epidemics and so forth. And I would also like to take the opportunity to pray for all the deceased and infected by this pandemic, and especially the people who are in the front line, the doctors, the nurses, the medical workers, the caretakers, and everyone who are risking their lives day and night fighting this pandemic.
Rinpoche, thank you for speaking to Tibettv and for this informative knowledge, which is very much needed at this hour of crisis. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next episode of In Conversation with Tibettv.